I see DLC in fucking everything these days, it seems. There's DLC when you buy Slim Jims and you can get new maps or skins or whatever for Call of Duty. There's skins now when you buy the console. Who doesn't own a PS2 or Xbox 360 now? And they're introducing DLC into that instead of actual physical games. It just seems to me that when you buy a game, you're buying basically just a DLC bundle pack. Because there is so much DLC saturated in the video game market now that the video game in and of itself is practically worthless. It is practically just a bunch of DLC updates all crammed into one. And, as much as they seem to rely on this micromanagement of all these different DLCs and things, the game prices themselves have not drastically reduced. So you're still paying the same amount you would, actually you're paying more than you would have 20 years ago for a video game, but you're still paying a large amount of money for the blunt video game as you would have 20 years ago, but for not nearly the amount of same content. So not only has the gaming industry failed the people in the sense of they never come up with an original idea and have absolutely no care of the consumer and their tech support is worthless no matter which company we're talking about. But on top of all of that, now we have this DLC market just making it all the worse. There's all these problems and nobody wants to think about them. They would rather side with the bourgeois and the people that are holding the means of production over their heads rather than say, you know what, we're going to fight these institutions and we're going to take back what is rightfully ours as a people. As a people, we are the reason that they are able to make these games. See, that's what you don't get if you're this right-wing, reactionary despot, is the fact that you are responsible for why they get to make games, not the other way around. You don't need them. They need you. They need you to spend your hard-earned money to buy their shit so that they have some kind of motivation to make these games. But see, capitalism isn't based off of a reward system. You don't work hard, you make money. What it is you work minimally to lie, cheat, and steal to make money. Then once you have money, you can make other people work hard for you. And by other people working hard, things get done, certainly, but it's by no means moral. It's not even legal, really, but nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares that it's completely illegal and ridiculous and unethical. And they just go about their day, working their ass off, paying for shit that's extremely overpriced and everything like that. And nobody has the balls to just stand up and say, you know what? Not going to take it anymore. Now, I'm not saying to you that you should just not play games. That's ridiculous too. You shouldn't have to do that. I'm not the one telling you you should have to do that. That's the standard you set for yourself. Because I guarantee you, Mark Anthony's going to come in here and be like, well, if people didn't like the video game market, then they should vote with their dollar because I'm a stupid white guy and I think that's how you get things done. Yes, you get things done by withholding your own values. You get things done by making yourself suffer. Gandhi. Is that who the fuck you think you are? You're not. You're not Gandhi. So, why should you have to sacrifice when they're the ones responsible for these evil deeds? So no, I'm not telling you that you should have to go without video games. What I am telling you is you're going to have to get smarter. And by getting smarter, I mean you're going to have to dedicate yourself to learning some new kinds of institutions. I don't even want to say trades here, because you just need to learn a few new set of skills to fight against these people. And by that I mean you need to learn how to fucking pirate. You need to make pirating more accessible. That's how you fight the video game industry in its new form of criminal enterprise. You have to make pirating so fucking common that there is no way for them to survive. There is no way for them to survive because not only can people get the game for free, but they can get it in its entirety for free. And it's so easily accessible and so easy to do. It's so simplistic a 5-year-old could fucking do it that there's just no way for the gaming industry to keep up with itself. Now, some people will still buy games. Of course, that's going to happen in anything. Some people will just trust the gaming industry, or they're such hardcore fans, or they just don't trust, downloads because of the viruses and who fucking cares? There's a virus on your computer. Ooh, now a company knows what I'm doing, as if they don't anyway. Especially with fucking Facebook and shit. No, I'm not afraid of spyware. I'm not afraid of people knowing what the fuck I'm doing on my computer. And I'm certainly not afraid of, the law enforcement knowing what I'm doing on computer, pirating a video game. Ooh, no, I don't fucking care. Because they won't do shit about these mafia organizations. They're not going to do shit about me. And that's just the way it's going to be. So, what I'm telling you, as the individual, is to learn how to pirate, learn how to distribute pirated software. That way you can prove that this industry is completely built on a fabrication. There is absolutely no value to the video game other than the initial investment of original labor. In other words, somebody somewhere did work hard to make this game physically. But after that, it's over with. After the first video game, everything else is just a copy of that original labor. So if you know that the newest hot title, Assassin's Creed 3 or the new Halo or whatever, is worthless because the only value is in the first initial labor of that game, and then everything else is just copying it over and over and over again, what the fuck are we paying for? And why should we pay a goddamn cent when we're going to have to turn around and pay more money and invest more into it? And the more and more we invest in, the more and more we have to lose when they fucking ban our accounts. And at some point they're going to ban our accounts. Maybe not all of our accounts, but somebody's account. And that is wrong, and that is criminal, and we're not going to fucking put up with it. At least some of us aren't going to put up with it. Mark Anthony's going to put up with it because Mark Anthony's a fucking Uncle Tom. But when shit hits the fan, Mark Anthony isn't going to know what to do with himself. Mark Anthony's going to scratch his ass and wonder when the bourgeois are going to come and save him and make everything right. When the free market is going to provide all the clean water and food and shelter, and it's not going to fucking happen. It's going to be you going out there to bust your ass yet again. When shit hits the fan, it's going to be the workers of the world who carry us out of it. And they're not even going to get credit for it. Every time there's a depression, every time there's, an economic collapse, it's the workers that pull us out of the mess. It's the workers that pull up their sleeves and actually make things. And because they make these things, the rest of us are better off for it. But they get no credit for it. It's always the bourgeois that own these workers. Yes, they own them. They are slavers. You are their slave. You work for them. And then they take the credit for your work. So they're the ones that not only get to live the highest life because they get to reap the benefits and then redistribute them as they like and save most of it for themselves, but then on top of it all, they honor themselves. They accredit all the success and all the effort on themselves. We built that. No, you didn't fucking build a goddamn thing. And when the workers finally wake up and realize what a shit deal they're getting, you're going to see how little you built. Because you, as an individual, can't do shit. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care, which history you have. I don't care if you have the saddest fuck story in the world about how you came from nothing and, climbed that ladder. I don't fucking care. You didn't build a goddamn thing. And when other workers start to get angry about it and just take the shirt off your goddamn back, then you're going to see what you really built. And maybe you'll learn your lesson and, get off your fucking high horse and be willing to work along people. Work cooperatively with other people and have nice things together as equals. Or maybe you'll be put in the fucking gulags where you belong. That's why there was gulags in the Soviet Union and they need to come back. So, I guess that's really all I have to say for that matter.